Although my analysis and prediction wasn't as detailed as I normally do, the parts that I did talk about were actually pretty accurate. I thought Yuri was going to be far more successful on the feet than what people gave him credit for two reasons. Alex's defense, we're going to look at that, and Yuri's unpredictability, we're going to look at that. So those two things were very accurate. Yuri was winning this fight pretty convincingly, but the other thing that was the most accurate is that I said Yuri's gonna hurt Alex, probably try and rush in, and that's when he's gonna get clipped and knocked out, and that's exactly what happened. And so, just for a quick second to give Alex his flowers, because this is a breakdown, so we're gonna be looking at different parts. But before we do that, he's already one of the greatest combat sports athletes of all time. But after this, it's like, come on, man, because he's a two-division champ in two different sports. In the UFC, he defeated 4 former, future, or current UFC champions in both divisions. So let's just get straight into it. First, let's take a look at why I said Yuri posed so much danger to Alex. So what Yuri's gonna do here, he's gonna fake that takedown. He's gonna go low, and Alex is gonna kind of like open up his guard looking for the takedown. He's gonna kind of put his hand in his face, but Yuri's gonna come up with that uppercut and actually graze Alex. And we're gonna see some more examples of stuff like that, the creativity and unpredictability that I talked about earlier. And then this is an important part. When Yuri's closing the distance, look at Alex's defense. He's closing the distance. What is he going to do? He's going to rely on his footwork, and he's going to rely on his outstretched arms. So that's Alex's defense in reality. He'll move his head every now and then, but he obviously doesn't really block. He uses punch traffic by extending his arms, and he uses his footwork to escape. And he leans back. Before that left hook landed, Alex's effective offense was primarily coming from the leg kicks, which I think everybody knew was going to be a factor, and it was probably going to be a big factor. And I think that not crippled Yuri, but it definitely slowed him down, make him hesitate. And right there, what happened is that Yuri was trying to pull back. He was reacting to the kick, but it's so hard to see the kick coming in time because it's not telegraphed. Yuri's trying to pull back. He's trying to pull that leg back, but the leg gets pushed back further, knocking him off balance. Here's a better example. You're going to see Yuri trying to pull that leg back, but then it gets knocked too far in, putting him off balance. And then the other thing, we talk about hesitation. It's not just the unpredictability of strikes, it's the takedowns too. So Yuri was mixing and grappling. So Alex had a lot to worry about. In this fight, in my opinion, this is the most hesitant I've seen Alex. And it's because of the type of opponent he's facing. You don't know what he's going to do. I don't think Yuri knows what he's going to do. So of course it's going to be hesitation. But before we continue on, let me know in the comments what you think, how you think the Jamal Hill versus Alex Pereira matchup would look like. Who do you think is going to win and why? Also, Tom Aspinall, what do you think of his performance and what do you think is next for him? Let's go. Okay, here's an example of that suspect defense that I kept talking about before I even made this video, the other video. He puts his arms out as punch traffic and sort of a blockade for incoming offense, but Yuri doesn't just have the he doesn't just have the reach, but he's also taking the angle. So one of the ways you got to get to Alex is he's used to that defense for smaller opponents because he just has to put his arms out, lean back, and escape with his feet because they can't reach him. But Yuri has that reach to catch up with him. But Yuri's also taking an angle to get through that guard. So it's the intelligence and the footwork of Yuri to get through that. So you're gonna see Yuri do this right here. He's gonna lean forward. He's gonna lean forward. He's approaching, and he's gonna lean forward again. Right here, I think he's setting the trap. So this is what I meant when I was talking about his IQ. He's weird, but he's thinking in there. He's not just doing weird stuff. He's thinking. And so he's gonna do it again. He's gonna lean forward. He's gonna lean forward, and Alex is gonna try and approach and attack. But that's exactly what he wants. He baits him. And as soon as Alex attacks, he sets that trap, lands a left hook. And here Yuri's actually showing some defensive responsibility, which at times seems kind of rare from him. But instead of entering in the range, he's feigning, right? So he's acting like he's doing it, and he's acting again, and Alex is missing. And then he has a miss, and he starts countering him. And this is where Alex was in trouble for a little bit. Boom. So after a couple of fake entries, he does a real entry. And here he has Alex hurt. Oh, he's not hurt that bad. Let me not do that. But Alex is definitely like, okay, I need to get out of there. I think he got wobbled just a little bit in later on from the right hand, but like I said in the earlier video, Alex's chin at light heavyweight is way better because he doesn't have the dehydration from weight cutting. So I don't think Alex is in a lot of trouble here, but he's definitely like, what the hell is going on? Because Alex is usually the one who has somebody against the cage, and he's throwing strikes like from upward, sideways angles, and you can't even see the stuff. But now the roles is reversed, and so Alex is trying to get up out of there. And even right there, Yuri didn't get caught. It got caught in his arm, so he kind of had punch traffic there to catch Pereira's left hook. Now here comes that defense coming back to bite him. when Yuri's attacking, what's Alex doing? He's extending those arms and he's backing up. He's leaning back, trying to get out of the way of the stuff. And you see his arms are extended. What's Yuri gonna do? He's gonna come over top. And this is the shot that I said might have hurt him just a little bit. I don't think Alex was super hurt. Yuri did, and that's where he ran into trouble. So this sequence right here is a classic Alex Pereira. If you ever see him fight, he has a few signature moves. Obviously the left hook, but another shot is this slip uppercut. He's gonna slip, load that weight on the right leg, boom, come with an uppercut. And that one, Yuri was like, oh, he probably was a little bit dazed off that one alone, but it shifted him into the direction of the left. And at the same time, Alex is loading up his weight onto his left as well. So it gives power to the left hook, which is oftentimes how he's able to generate so much power. He throws that right hand first, which loads up the weight on the left, and he can transfer it over. And he floored Yuri. He sent him flying to the ground. And so here's what we can talk about the stoppage. This one I was actually questionable about. I'm normally on the side of earlier stoppages, but this one, the way that Yuri got up, it made me hesitate about how legitimate it was. But I think Alex was probably gonna get him. I don't know, because we've seen Yuri survive a lot of stuff. I don't know. It's hard to say. It may be my bias showing because I'm a fan of Yuri, but I'm also a fan of Alex. So y'all let me know your thoughts on the stoppage in the comments. So let me know your thoughts on Jamal Hill versus Alex Pereira, Tom Aspinall, what's going on for him next, and then let me also know what you think about the stoppage. Immortality Serum out.